Hi friends, welcome to Tech Arkit YouTube channel. My name is Ravi. In this video session, we are going to see AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner course. The next video is about Application Security Services. So what are the application security services here? What are those and how we can use them to secure our applications? Let's see here. So first one is AWS WAF, Web Application Firewall. So that's actually protect your applications. Next one is AWS Shield, Distributed Denial of Service. So which actually protects DDoS attacks. AWS Macy, AWS Secrets Manager, AWS Certificate Manager. So these are the services here. So example C, what is firewall? So if you wanted to see a web firewall or the web application firewall, before that, what exactly is the firewall? To know that, then a firewall is a security device or software that is designed to monitor and filter incoming outgoing network traffic based on predetermined security rules. It acts as a barrier between an internal network and the internet or other unstructured networks, preventing unauthorized access, protecting against malicious traffic. So basically the firewall is the actually it monitors the incoming, outgoing, and it filters the packets based on the whatever the defined rules. Example, say allow only the port number 443 which has a SSL certificate in it. Then it only allows the traffic for 43 and blocks the remaining stuff. So this way the firewall will allow users to filter the traffic based on the requirement. So that's the one thing. So next, let's see what is web application firewall. AWS web application firewall here. Web application firewall is a service that helps protect web applications from common web exploits that could affect application availability, compromise security, or consume excessive resources. Example, if you do not have any web application firewalls or web security stuff, so hackers can inject anything to your website, or they maybe create some like humorous traffic to your website, so that the legitimate users do not get the actual required website. So that way they can do that. AWS WAF is designed to integrate with other AWS services including Amazon CloudFront and application load balancer to provide an easy to use, scalable and flexible way to protect your web application from common web attacks. That's the web firewall will provide you here. So what the protection it provides you here? So you can see that protecting against the SQL injections. So SQL injection attacks are common from an attack that can be used to compromise the web applications. So like they inject the SQL statements, right? So wherever if you have any database level loopholes or passing is not done, then it might be a issue for you. And you can say that blocking the malicious bots. So with actually can have the malicious bots, like what they do is that they do the variety of requests, including the scrapping or data or launching denial of service attacks like that. So this can be blocked using the web firewall. Next one is the protecting against the cross-site scripting attacks. So XSS attacks are the type of attacks that can be used to inject malicious code into web pages, potential compromising your data, stealing sensitive information. So DDoS attacks is like cross scripting, like cross-site scripting attacks. Rate limiting. So example, say the web application firewall can be used to limit the rate of requests to your web applications, helping to prevent denial of service attacks. Examples is DDoS attacks, where they actually run some bots. They create numerous traffic to that. But rate limiting can be done so that send multiple requests, so it will automatically deny once you get the same traffic from the same IP range, something like that. Geo blocking. So this is the one thing, like if you have any related location related request, like example, if the site should be serving only the Indian territory, not only the India as a country, right? But as US as a country, so it should serve only to that particular the region location. Then it can actually use that geo fencing or the geo blocking feature, so it only serves the data to that particular region. That would be a more useful option here. So how this web firewall works here. So here is an example. If you take it like the client want to send some request to your web server, okay, application access. So the web client first hit WAF, web application firewall. From here the traffic is filtered, what is need to be sent to the load balancer, the application load balancer. So it is already filters the traffic here. If the traffic is filtered based on not on the rules, then it will deny here itself. The client will get the access denied. But if it is the filter is okay allowed to the client, then it will allow, and it will go to the whatever the requirement. So it might be the container services you have, web applications. The application request will be sent back to the client based on the requirement. So the initial filtering will be done at the web application firewall. So let's see, the next service is going to be the AWS Shield. What is the Shield here? So if you want to understand the Shield, so you have to understand first what is DDoS. DDoS means what is during a DDoS attack. Example, say a large number of compromised devices such as computers or IoT devices are used to flood the target system with traffic, make it unavailable to the legitimate users. So that's the DDoS attack. Actually, a lot of compromised devices, they have a lot of compromised device, then they create some traffic using the some attacking programs or the malicious softwares. Then the devices actually try to access the particular website or the web application, so that they get more and more traffic. Then if the more traffic is not handled correctly by the application goes down. So that's the attack they do. The goal of the DDoS attack is to exhaust the resources of the target system, such as bandwidth, memory, processing power, and cause it crash or become unresponsive. So that's the DDoS attacks. But what this AWS Shield will do here? So the AWS Shield is a managed DDoS, distributed denial of service protection. So this is actually protects your web applications from DDoS attacks. That is designed to protect web applications running on AWS infrastructure. It provides always on detection and automatic inline mitigation that can help minimize application downtime and reduce latency caused by DDoS attacks. So that's the major things here, like how it provides the example. If you have the e-commerce site, that handles a large number of transactions per minute, can be prime target for the DDoS attacks. Like by AWS Shield, the site can be protected for common and frequently occurring DDoS attacks, such as volumetric attacks or the SYN floats. So that way AWS Shield can provide you a DDoS attack protection from the another websites or the bots anyway. So let's see Next one is AWS Macy. Macy actually provides a full security, right? So what that full security it provides? AWS Macy is fully managed data security. So it is fully managed by the AWS. You don't have to worry about the what is the backend servers and services and all. Okay, it is fully managed by the AWS, and privacy service that uses machine learning to pattern matching to discover, classify, and protect sensitive data stored in AWS. So it actually classifies the data, the sensitivity of the data, and it protects the data. It helps to identify and protect sensitive data such as personal identifiable information (PII), intellectual property, the IP details, and financial information, among others. AWS Macy can help you identify, monitor, protect sensitive data across multiple AWS services such as S3 buckets, like where you store humongous data at your organization's data. ABS, where actually it can store the service data. RTS, so where you store your MySQL tables or the Oracle tables or anything table contains the sensitive information. Redshift, where it's used for the warehousing information. And Glacier, so where you archive the data. So this way, so it actually classifies the data and organize the services to do the protection. So what it can do? So data discovery and classification. So basically it uses machine learning to automatically discover and classify sensitive data stored in AWS. It can identify over 40 types of sensitive data such as credit card numbers, social security numbers, and IP address information, and also be trained to recognize custom data types specific to your organization. So that's the data discovery and classification. Data protection, so if it identifies the sensitive data and it actually protects the data to send outside. Actually it uses the encryption methods and access control to help to unauthorized access. Compliance auditing, which actually provides the monitoring and auditing of your sensitive data to help meet compliance requirement and identify potential risks. It can also generate detailed reports on the data usage, access patterns, and complaints, making it easier to demonstrate compliance and regularity requirements. Integration can be done with the other services like AWS S3, KMS, CloudTrail, or the CloudWatch. So this can use to monitor those events. AWS Secrets Manager. This AWS Secrets Manager is also a fully managed service provided by the AWS that allows users to easily manage secrets such as database credentials, API keys, and other sensitive information. The service provides a secure and scalable way to store and manage secrets and enables users to easily rotate and manage access to secrets. So it can be easily provide the secrets rotation. So that would be major protection for the passwords, right? Database credentials, API credentials. So sensitive information can be rotated. So once your credentials are leaked, if you rotate the credentials or change the credentials, that would be protected. Managing database credentials, that can be possible using this AWS Secret Manager. Example, the database is key to the any organization where they store the data, critical data information, right? So example, say the database credentials for the username and passwords, enabling the application for securing the access to databases without hard coding the credentials. So hard code anywhere credentials. So you can use the secret manager to call that credentials. API key management is actually can be used to manage the API keys and other secrets by applications like third-party access services. You can do that. And password management, so this is very useful for the if you want to access like SSH, SSL certificate, and using the other services can be used. And compliance, so where you have the PCI DSS or HIPAA compliance, so that it can provide you the auditable evidence, and manage the secrets for that. So that's the AWS Secrets Manager can do in such a way. AWS Certificate Manager, it basically call it as ACM, is a fully managed service provided by Amazon Web Services that makes it easy to provision, manage and deploy SSLTL certificates for AWS services or your own applications. Example, say if you want to purchase any SSL certificate, TLS certificate, you can purchase it from the AWS Certificate Manager that can provide you based on your requirement. So easy to manage the certificate management, like installing, deploying the certificate to the services, that can be done easily. So there are some free SSL certificates also available from the AWS Certificate Manager for your applications. You can use that as well. Integrating with other services can be done, like of course SSL can be required to the multiple services to secure the communication between service to service. The data in transit should be encrypted, otherwise it might be the data leakage. So that way, so the AWS Certificate Manager can provide you the SSL certificate, can be integrated with multiple services, and automatic renewal, so you don't need to worry about the certificate to be expired, when it's going to expire and all. So it will automatically renew. If you set that auto renewal is in place, then it will automatically renew your certificate. So this is the services on AWS Application Security provides. That's about it, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. Please subscribe to the channel for more upcoming videos and courses.